inside the secret space program's bases and living arrangements. Now, the locations are for the Mars bases and for the Moon bases of various SSP factions. There are bases that are inside craters on the Moon and Mars. The left-hand image shows a replicator unit. The replicator unit has data banks of schematics for how to replicate items. In the middle are various types, examples of uniforms that SSP personnel wear on the bases. It could be jumpsuits, it could be form-fitted uniforms that look more official. It depends on the rank of the personnel that are stationed on either the Moon bases or the Mars bases. And on the right-hand side, you have the stealth suit. It has an oxygen helmet that comes with it. The replicator technology can create food, clothing, uniforms, stealth suits, etc. All crew quarters have basic replicators to meet daily living needs on bases and ships. SSP base crew quarters. Most of the SSP crew quarters on bases have 12 bunk beds per group working unit. There are usually 2 tables in the large unit living quarters with 4 chairs each per table for conference calls or work discussion meetings. The crew quarters have built-in wall storage units that retract for storing personal possessions and work-related items. There are bathroom and washing facilities located near each of the bunking room units. The private corporations that build out these bases on Mars and the Moon, like the planetary corporations and the interplanetary corporate conglomerate, they do not have to answer to the public. Since these corporations are up in space, they do have affiliations with Earth, with various aerospace contractors, with medical research facilities on Earth, and other secret black ops bases and everything in between that as well. So there are connections between these planetary corporations. But since they're in space, they don't have to answer to anybody but themselves. So basically, there's no oversight in freedom of people. Freedom of people, yeah. Rights and freedoms. There's no oversight for that. Basically, you're kidnapped, you're taken into these programs, and you're put to work on these bases. And the way the bases are run is military style, as you can see in the images. You eat, you sleep, you work, and you repeat the cycle again. And then you have some leisure downtime, a little bit of it, so you can decompress, and then you have to get back to work again. That's how the work rotations happen on these bases. And then after a couple of years, you're rotated to other bases for different jobs or missions. As well, you're put on ships, either near Earth or Moon or Mars orbit, or somewhere in the solar system or outside of the solar system. Or you could be put on a space orbital platform, which are space stations, basically, that orbit around the Moon, the Earth, or Mars, and they're cloaked space stations. Now, the Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate ICC faction, they have 4 Mars orbital space station platforms orbiting Mars, and they're all cloaked. That's newer style technology of orbital space station platforms. And sometimes SSB assets are stationed there for various research projects and job tasks of a scientific nature. Senior personnel base crew quarters. The senior personnel have living quarters that are not shared with other crew members. These quarters include a large room with a bed, recliner, chairs, desks, and a medium-sized bathroom with a sonic shower, sink, and toilet. There is also an entryway hall with retractable wall storage cabinets and cases. Senior personnel base crew quarters. Some of the larger quarters that are assigned to captains have sofas and tables in case the captains need to entertain guests or have meetings with crew personnel about project reports and briefings about classified intelligence. A temporary solid partition can slide down from the ceiling in order to separate the seating areas from the sleeping arrangements. It is rare that the entertainment area in a captain's quarters is used for bringing in guests, only if all other meeting rooms or halls are booked on a base or ship. Crew quarters near engineering and the science deck. The engineering and science teams usually have their living quarters near the command stations that they are assigned to. These quarters are minimally furnished with a bed, table, and a sofa. There are bookcases, stackable storage bins, and cabinets in these types of living quarters, as well as sometimes having retractable freezer units in the walls with research specimen samples. Single living crew quarters bathroom. The senior personnel crew who have single quarters also have an adjacent bathroom with a medium-sized steam vapor and sonic shower, sonic sink with mirror, and a compact toilet. The bathroom has enough room to move around in and also a sitting bench in the shower area that has glass sliding doors. Shared crew quarters have small sonic shower stalls. These do not have the steam vapor features like the larger bathrooms have. And on the Mars bases, you won't find toilet paper. That's considered wasteful. So there's other ways of drying your hands, and also when you go on the toilet, it's actually a smart toilet. So it does something interesting, and it works in a very interesting way as well to replace toilet paper. Sonic sinks and showers in base bathrooms. The sonic sinks and showers emit bluish-white energy beams with small amounts of water that clean the body and remove any bacteria. This technology does not use much water, as that is at a premium on bases, especially on Mars. Sonic shower and sink technology uses pulses of ultrasonic vibrations in order to remove dirt and grime from someone's body by vibrating/evaporating residue. This technology is a combination of steam jets and high-frequency ultrasonic low-amplitude acoustic generators, which are employed in order to bathe the user in a thin film of water condensate, which would then be vibrated thus initiating the cleansing function. A few drops of liquid soap are all that is required to dissolve whatever sweat and dirt which can accumulate since the last shower session. Sonic sinks and showers in base bathrooms. Since the sonic sinks and showers use very little amounts of water, it makes this technology efficient in terms of being able to reduce water consumption during hand washing or bathing, especially on the Mars bases. The water is recycled and goes through a purification process on the bases and ships, so it can be reused. Sonic technology also reduces power levels, so less energy is needed to operate the sinks and showers. Smart technology toilets. The smart toilets have seats that raise automatically after use, and there are self-cleaning sensor systems that sanitize the toilet with a hot steam substance and a UV light to remove germs and bacteria. These toilets have retractable spritzing wands and automatic dryers in order to wash someone from behind and in front with water, then dry without using toilet paper. This reduces waste. The smart technology toilets have computerized systems which can adjust temperature, direction, and pressure control of the spritzing wands or the dryers. As well, the smart toilet seats have a warming setting, automatic motion sensors to raise the lid, buttons to raise the seat, night lights, self-cleansing mechanisms, music to mask unpleasant sounds, and deodorizer spritzers to remove unwanted scents. On the right-hand side is a compact and computerized smart technology toilet design system. On the left-hand side is the spritzing wands, which wash both from the behind and the front. Then the dryer dries the back and front. Takes a couple of minutes and no need for toilet paper after you have finished your business. On the smart toilet, otherwise known as a bidet on Earth. On Mars, it's called a smart toilet. There's also pressure adjustable and retractable spritzing washing wands on the smart technology toilets. And that's what I just described below the image. A spritzing wand. Shower combinations on the bases. There are different types of shower combinations on the bases. These can include a vapor fog shower, which emits steam in order to clean the body and remove aches and pains. There are sonic showers, which emit the bluish-white energy beams to cleanse the body with only small amounts of water used. As well, the more premium bathrooms do have water-based showers. There are some time restrictions for how long an individual can take a water shower, as water is at a premium on off-world bases and ships. The shower stalls are not large. The enclosures are compact in order to fit into the smaller and medium-sized bathrooms on bases and ships. Moon bases are built either in craters or near craters. The circular shapes of craters help to build the dome housing to base entrances and to mask them as hills or rubble, so they are hard to see from space. The bases on the Moon and Mars are built in multiple levels that go underground. There are parts of the Moon that cannot be seen by satellites or telescopes, portions of the dark side of the Moon, and it makes it easier to land craft there without being spotted or seen by radar, by telescopes, or satellites that are up in Earth orbit and near Mars orbit, near the moon as well. This presentation had been made a year and a half ago, and since then I have learned that Lunar Operations Command is actually called Lunar Space Operations because the LSP has actually several different bases on the moon, and it has also other bases in the solar system. So it's not called Lunar Operations Command. From my memories that I've been able to recover through hypnosis regression, it's called Lunar Space Operations. And for short, I call it LSP. I've substituted the O for P because it just sounds more professional. LSP. Lunar Space Operations for short. And the following are coordinates of various locations that came from my hypnosis regression sessions of where I had been on the moon as an SSP asset where I was placed, and as well on the ICC Mars bases. I now call the Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate ICC, I call it Planetary Corporations, because that's something else that came up in the hypnosis regression, a different name for it. And these are actual coordinates of locations and sites where I had been, and they're searchable on Google Earth. The first sets will be the moon of the coordinates. The place is Lunar Operations Command, which is now called Lunar Space Operations. That's the new terminology. The set of directions are 83, 48, 59.26 south, 118, 30, 06.85 east. Elevation is 14,515 feet. Secret Space Program Research Lab facilities on the moon. Set of directions 85, 11, 29.68 south, 178, 22, 34.98 west. Elevation 17,284 feet. Secret Space Program Port Docking Facility on the moon. Set of directions 75, 27, 40.90 south, 132, 49, 17.15 east. Elevation 14,939 feet. Dark Fleet Primary Base, which I now remember it to be as Nachtwaffenregier, which is part German and also part Spanish. And the Nachtwaffenregier, Dark Fleet, primary bases on the moon, set of directions is 25, 40, 02.14 north, 21, 12, 05.42 west. Elevation 11,431 feet. Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate Primary Base, now from the hypnosis regression, I found out that the interplanetary corporate conglomerate is called the planetary corporations. And this ICC primary base is on the moon. Set of directions are 26, 39, 16.11 north, 13, 29, 35.97 west. Elevation 9,846 feet. Space landing port for ships. The location for this is on the moon, and there's a notation for this. There is a large research facility, SSP Secret Space Program, beside the spaceport. Set of directions 43, 31, 45.37 south, 11, 18, 01.53 west. Elevation 8,875 feet. Mining operations of the SSP Secret Space Program. Location on the moon. Set of directions 20, 33, 30.83 south, 95, 50, 42.69 west. Elevation 9,762 feet. Most of the Mars bases are on the northern part of Mars, where all the manufacturing plants are located and the research facilities are housed. There are Martian bases and colonies located in the equatorial portions of Mars. Mars Colony 1. Location Mars. Set of directions 72, 23, 54.85 north, 164, 21, 33.49 east. Elevation 17,021 feet. Mars Colony 2. Location Mars. Set of directions 48, 13, 32.38 north, 139, 29, 04.55 east. Elevation 18,411 feet. Mars ICC Base 1. Location Mars. Set of directions 8, 59, 31.52 south, 115, 40, 29.16 west. Elevation 22,771 feet. Mars ICC Base 2. Location Mars. Notations: one of the largest manufacturing bases and laboratories. Set of directions 62, 20, 13.43 north, 142, 11, 38.35 east. Elevation 14,420 feet. Mars ICC Base 3. Location Mars. Notations: research installation facility inside the crater. Set of directions 3, 57, 31.94 north, 111, 09, 46.95 west. Elevation 15,043 feet. Mars ICC Base 5. Location Mars. Set of directions 6107, 22.47 north, 1042, 17.39 west. Elevation 16,241 feet. Mars ICC Base 5, location Mars. Notations: beside the base are underground cavern systems where top secret labs are being housed. Set of directions: 10, 25, 33.12 north, 150, 16, 55.26 east. And there's another note in the previous presentation that had been done on the Mars domes, bases, and cities. Beside Mars ICC Base 5, there's a crater. And when the image had been inverted, it showed that there's some kind of a dome facility in the crater itself. Now, I don't know what's inside the dome facility. I only know that there's underground cavern systems where top secret labs are being housed underneath the base itself, Mars ICC Base 5. So the labs are under the base. So perhaps there's more to the labs than just underground. Perhaps they're also in the domed facility. The dome probably protects another lab research facility inside the crater. And the elevation is 7,820 feet. Mars ICC Base 6, location Mars. Set of directions: 9, 44, 37, 05 south, 103, 03, 28.71 west. Elevation: 23,091 feet. Mars ICC Base 7, location Mars. Set of directions: 26, 38, 20.95 north, 76, 55, 18.16 west. Elevation: 2,399 feet. Mars ICC Base 8, location Mars. Set of directions: 8, 50, 56.38 south, 87, 53, 59.81 west. Elevation: 16,257 feet. Mars ICC Base 9, location Mars. Set of directions: 20, 06, 24.86 south, 107, 36, 25.83 west. Elevation: 18,136 feet. Mars ICC Base 10, location Mars. Set of directions: 41, 38, 37.23 north, 44, 21, 14.97 east. Elevation: 8,946 feet. Mars ICC Base 11, location Mars. Set of directions: 17, 23, 15.91 north, 68, 46, 53.36 west. Elevation: 4,856 feet. Mars Weapons Testing Facility 1, location Mars. Set of directions: 15, 21, 00.38 south, 108, 23, 05.56 west. elevation 19,734 feet. Mars Weapons Testing Facility 2, location Mars, set of directions 29, 26, 41.26 north, 106.28, 04.05 west, elevation 7,716 feet.